So yesterday was World Mental Health Day, and I definitely wanted to shoot this yesterday, but I could not due to the fact that I had not finished writing the script, and well, I did not finish my other work also, like, early. It was like really late, like 4 o'clock or something, when I was kind of free. So anyway, last year, no, I think last year, I'm not sure what I made, or maybe I did not make a video on this topic. But 2 years back, in 2016, I made a video on depression, initial stages of depression for this day. This year, since the Me Too movement is going on, where so many people from the film industry or other fields also, like journalists, media, and not just that, but people from every field, they are talking about their experiences with sexual harassment, sexual assault, whether at their workplace or through a friend, or they went on a date, or at home also, So let me just say that this Me Too movement is not just for women as such. And we are not saying that this is just related to just one gender. It's just unfortunate that the men have not really come out and spoken about their experiences. They are definitely welcome to share their experiences of sexual assault or harassment, any form of harassment which happened with them. Come out and talk. This is Calliope, and today I'm going to talk about PTSD and of course share my sexual harassment story. I have definitely talked about one incident at my first job as an assistant director. Definitely there were so many other, at least in India, like women face some form of molestation, sexual harassment all the time in their everyday lives, also when they are traveling by train or buses or in the rickshaw or on the road. Also when you're walking, you have to be so much careful at times. So yes, I'm sure we've all faced that since probably we were in our teenage or sometimes even younger than that. It's so unfortunate. So why I'm going to talk about sexual harassment and PTSD is because it's kind of related. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. So PTSD is a mental condition that is triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it. So I will talk more about this in detail later, but I'm talking about PTSD because, when there are men, especially men, questioning why are women talking about their sexual harassment cases or stories after 10 years or after 20 years or after 5 years or whatever. PTSD can be one of the reasons. That's why. Okay. Apart from that, yes, social media was not that much. In fact, it was not even available back then, especially if it happened in the 80s or 90s. Sometimes these victims have actually spoken about it. They have filed cases, but nothing happened during that time. And now, because we have social media, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, definitely news channels also pick up stories from that, and we know what is happening much more because of social media. Social media is a great platform to address such concerns. And yes, if whether or not the person wants to file case or not, it's up to them. Also, I am of the opinion that each person's story, it's their story, and if they want to talk about it, they can talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, it's all right. But definitely I would say that it's up to you if you want to talk about it, at least to a doctor, at least to a loved one, at least to a family member or a friend. One more reason I would say is sometimes the victim's family members also are not supportive. They don't believe. There have been instances where the victim have said that she was hardly, not even a teenager, and her mom or her parents said that instead of, asking or confronting the person who does that, whoever, uncle ya jo bhi hai, they are actually blaming their daughter that, oh, you must have worn such clothes, or you must have seduced that guy. That's bizarre. That's, I don't know what to say. So there are a lot of reasons why the victims don't talk about these things at times. And of course, we know our judicial system, well, not everyone has the money and time on hand to prove themselves, to prove that this happened, to get justice. Okay, another reason. So today I'm going to talk about one more such incident which happened with me. So I was meeting this guy. He was a model, and this was during my it was my third job probably, and I was a creative head at a small production house, and I had definitely decided that I'm going to make a portfolio in a couple of years, or maybe as soon as possible, at least by next year. And I was meeting this model just to ask him, his opinion about how to go about it and stuff. He was kind of experienced with ramp shows and print ads and commercials and music videos and stuff like that. So I met him through social media only, if I'm not wrong. That time people were more active on Facebook. So yeah, I don't remember from where I met him, but that's how I met him. And the first time I met him, he was kind of decent enough, and yeah, we talked about things, this, that. He gave me a lot of good tips, how to go about this, that, and that's it. Then he had his own car or something. I decided to take a rickshaw, or I was taking a bus or something, I don't remember. But I said that no, I'll just go. I think I said that you can drop me to the bus stop or something. He was saying that I'll drop you at home. I said no, because I mean, it was like the first time and I was not like comfortable with it. So yeah, that's it. Now during that time, I'm not sure if I was dating my ex, one of my ex, because I used to we used to keep breaking up and patching up. So that used to happen with my second guy, and I was definitely not looking for a relationship or to date anyone during that time. I was just like, I want to just do work and stuff like that. So this guy, he wanted to meet me again, and clearly I'm not sure if he wanted to date me or he wanted to just hook up or what it was. I don't remember it that clearly, but yes, he just asked me to meet up, and I said okay, because I was free, I think. So he said, yeah, I'll pick you up from near your office, and I said okay, fine. So after that, we just went, and I mean, he was just driving and we were like talking, this, that. Then after that, I think he asked me for a kiss, and I definitely said no, because I didn't want to kiss him, honestly. And still, he forcibly kissed me. This was outside, I think, the hub in Goregaon. I remember that much. And I remember that I did not open my mouth because I didn't want to kiss him, and it was definitely a no. It was not like I was acting na 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 means ha 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 ha. That's like stupid Bollywood crap. So I was really disgusted, and honestly, I should have just got out and took a rickshaw and left. I don't know why I did not get out of his car, and I just sat there, thinking that, I don't know, I was just shocked. And I told him, why did you do that, like, why? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. Anyway, I told him like to drop me at a certain point, and not near, yeah, somewhere near my house, but it was not exact. I didn't want him to see like where I live and stuff. So yeah, I was just like still feeling so shocked and disgusted, honestly. And even though he apologized, but I know this was not he didn't mean it, honestly, because I'll tell you why. What happened is, after that also he kept insisting on meeting, and he's like, no, I will not touch you, and this and that. I don't really remember exactly, but one thing I remember, that he was really insisting, and I was like feeling so I was so angry. I said, first of all, I think I was like I was avoiding his calls and messages and stuff. So when I said no, I said, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, please, I don't want to meet up, like, you are a good looking model and stuff. You can get anyone, just stop bothering me. At the end, he said, you're such a bitch. Just because I'm not interested in meeting him, or, going through God knows what else he would have done, because I didn't wanted anything of that sort. And because I'm saying no, he's calling me a bitch. So this exact thing happened, not exact thing, but this happened like a couple of years back, as in when I was in college. A college friend's friend, he liked me and I did not like him at all, and I definitely said no. So before hanging up, he said bitch or something like that, and I was like, I'm so glad I did not go out with this asshole. I told my friend, like, this is what happened. And I don't remember if I told him that, because I think he hung up immediately. But what kind of disgusting men are there? Just because a girl is rejecting you, or doesn't want to go out with you, or doesn't want to get physical with you, you are going to call them a bitch or slut, or say bad things about her. And there are like countless number of stories. There might be a particular story I don't want to talk to about it to anyone. I've still not got the courage to actually speak up, and maybe in the future I might see a doctor myself for it. I don't know. Yes, coming back to PTSD. So as I said, that PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder, and it is a mental condition that is triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it. The symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. Now, most of these people who go through traumatic events may find temporary difficulty adjusting and coping, but with time and good self-care, they usually get better. If the symptoms get worse, last for months or even years, and interfere with your day-to-day functioning, then you may have PTSD. Now, the symptoms, post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, it may start within 1 month of a traumatic event, but sometimes symptoms may not appear until years after the event. These symptoms cause significant problems in social or work situations, and even in relationships. They can also interfere with your ability to do your day-to-day normal tasks. People who experience interpersonal trauma, such as, for example, rape or child abuse, are more likely to develop PTSD as compared to people who experience non-assault based trauma, such as accidents and natural disasters. Now, prevention may be possible when therapy is targeted at those with early symptoms, but is not effective when provided to all individuals, whether or not symptoms are present. The main treatments for people with PTSD are counseling and medication. A number of different types of therapy may be useful. Now, some of the associated medical conditions, drug abuse and alcohol abuse, commonly occur with PTSD. So the condition will be worsened if substance abuse happens. Now, PTSD symptoms are grouped into 4 types: intrusive memories, avoidance, negative changes in thinking and mood, and changes in physical and emotional reactions. Symptoms can vary over time or vary from person to person. Symptoms of intrusive memories may include recurrent unwanted distressing memories of the traumatic event, reliving the traumatic event as though it's happening again, flashbacks, upsetting dreams or nightmares about the traumatic event, severe emotional distress or physical reactions to something that reminds you of the traumatic event. Next is avoidance. Now, symptoms of avoidance may include trying to avoid thinking or talking about the traumatic event, avoiding places, activities, or people that remind you of the traumatic event. Negative changes in thinking and mood. Now, some of the symptoms of that may include negative thoughts about yourself, other people, and the world, hopelessness about the future, Memory problems including not remembering important aspects of the traumatic event. Difficulty maintaining close relationships. Feeling detached from family and friends. Lack of interest in activities you once enjoyed. Difficulty experiencing positive emotions. Feeling emotionally numb. Next is changes in physical and emotional reactions. Symptoms of this may include being easily startled or frightened, always being guard for danger, self-destructive behavior such as drinking too much or driving too fast, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, irritability, angry outbursts or aggressive behavior, overwhelming guilt or shame. Now, PTSD symptoms can vary in intensity over time. So you may have PTSD symptoms when you're stressed in general, or when you come across reminders of what you went through. For example, like you may see a report on the news about a sexual assault, and you might be reminded of memories of your own assault. Now, you should definitely see a doctor if you have these kind of disturbing thoughts about the traumatic event for more than a month. If they are severe, if you feel that your life is not in your control, then you should definitely talk to your doctor about a mental health professional. Getting treatment as soon as possible can help prevent PTSD symptoms from getting worse. Especially if you have suicidal thoughts, please reach out to someone who's close to you, a loved one, a friend, your family member, and definitely make an appointment with a mental health professional. Okay, you can call a helpline. We have the National Suicide Prevention Helpline available. Call them. Do not suffer alone. So that's it, guys. Of course, you can definitely read up more on PTSD, or you can definitely talk to your doctor. I hope I did justice to the topic. Of course, I am not the right person to give you more information about this, but definitely if you want more information, go and read up about it. And the best person to talk about this would be your doctor or a mental health professional in your area. If you have to talk to someone about this, whatever you're facing, any kind of depression, any kind of if you are facing PTSD, if something like this has happened with you. I just posted on Twitter yesterday that there are a number of doctors and lawyers who are ready to help you for free also. I'm not sure in Mumbai, but I saw a couple lawyers also. So go on my Twitter and check. I have posted about it. So the first thing you have to do is just talk to other people, talk to your loved one, and don't think that you're alone. All right. Another thing I definitely posted on Instagram yesterday, that if you want to share anything which has happened with you, any sexual assault, sexual harassment stories with me, you can do that. If you want me to read it, I'll do it. If you just want to share it with me, just do that. I'll definitely reply to you. You can send me a message on my Facebook page, on my Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs. I've even posted my email ID. I'll post it in the description also. If you want to share your story, please go ahead and do that. If you want me to read out your stories, I'll definitely do it next week. There are more people who want to do that. If you're not comfortable with it, if you just want to tell me that, I'll definitely reply to you personally. Okay, just let's talk, let's have a conversation, let's believe the victims. I know it's not the most, how should I say this? I know it is not easy, but you are definitely brave to come out and talk about it. Okay, men who are questioning this, even some of the females who are questioning it, my dear, जिस पे बीतती है उसी को पता चलता है. It's not easy. There's so much. I have said it before only at the beginning of the video, that there's so much of sometimes guilt, there is so much of shame. Start questioning yourself. Should I be, is it my fault? Why did it happen with me? Was I wearing something which triggered this? Why did it happen? You feel so, angry at times, and sometimes you're like, I don't want to talk about it. Or sometimes you're like, it's been so many years, should I even talk about this? So many things go through a person's mind. So before judging people, just be in that person's shoes. That's it. And you might have people in your family who might have gone through this, and you probably don't even know, or you probably don't even care. Go and ask the women in your family or men in your family too. This is not about just one gender, okay? If this has happened with them, go and ask them now, and please don't judge them. Alright guys, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below and let me know what are your thoughts on this video. You want to share your stories, please do that with me. And please share this video with your friends. I mean it this time, like, do share this video so that it will help someone in need, okay? If a friend needs to see this video, please let them see this, okay? And please subscribe if you're liking my channel, my videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers and old subscribers for sticking around. And if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Take care.